So I'm pretty sure I had the weirdest thing of all time happen to me yesterday. So usually on a day that's like super warm, like we're talking 75, 80 degrees, I'll just like walk to work and then I walk back, which is normal for a lot of people, especially if you just work like downtown in like a major city like I do. Everyone does it, literally. But I don't know why this is. I think it's because like I'm the least assuming guy. I'm extremely not intimidating, and that just makes me super fucking approachable. Because all the time, if I'm like walking home or I'm just sitting by myself, I have the weirdest fucking people come up to me, like trying to make conversations and just super annoying shit like that. Whenever I got my headphones on, I clearly do not want to be spoken to. Not because I'm like I'm antisocial or anything. I would just rather be doing something else in that moment. You know, sometimes I don't mind keeping a conversation, but for the most part, I'd rather just be by my fucking self. And I'm sorry if you hear that. That's my fucking dog walking across the floor. I don't know why she's just walking around like she's looking for shit. It's literally making me upset because she was not doing that a couple seconds ago. She's deaf, by the way, so I can't just like fucking tell her to stop. She finally sat down. Thank the fucking maker. Anyways, so on this particular day, which was yesterday, I'm walking home and I'm just like literally just in a flannel and basketball shorts just because, you know, I wear pants for work. But it's hot as shit outside and I don't want some swamp ass going on. And I'm just walking, listening to music, got my headphones on. Do not want to be approached by anybody. I would rather just listen to music or listen to a video, which is usually what I'm doing. I'm like listening to like some YouTube video that I looked up. But then this guy parks his fucking car next to me, and the way that I'm like walking across this sharp turn or right past it, where when you turn onto it, I'm essentially in a blind spot as you're turning, and you have no way to know that I'm there. You cannot see me before you turn, and I'm just past the turn, so you can only see me for a fucking split second. And this dude fucking drives his car up to me, rolls down the window, and he asked me how old am I, and you know I took my headphones off because you know I couldn't hear him. I was like, one more time, and then he repeats it, and then in my head I'm instantly like, what the fuck does this dude want to know how old I am? But I answer him, I'm like, you know, turned 21 this month or some shit to that effect. And then, you know, you just don't want to be fucking handing information out like that. I mean, just telling someone your age isn't a big deal, but just as like the first question is super fucking weird. And it's like no one would fucking ask any other. It's only me who gets asked that question, and that fucking annoys the shit out of me. Anyways, then he asked, where do I live? And there's no fucking way. And there's no fucking way on this planet that I'm gonna tell a stranger where the fuck I live. That's just not happening. So I tell him, don't worry about it. I don't know why my animals are... that. Now it's my fucking cat making a load of noise. So I tell him, don't worry about it. And he somehow did not take that as a fuck off. I'd rather not be talking to you. Somehow he didn't take that. And I don't know why I stayed in the conversation. I should have just not entertained anymore. Because this is where it takes a fucking turn for the worse. This is where he throws me a curveball. No one is going to expect what I'm about to say. This motherfucker. He asked me if I give him... he basically offers me a request, if you will. He says, if you let me give you a ride home, I'll give you some head. And I'm looking like, I think I heard what you said. Do you mind repeating that one more time? And he somehow has the chutzpah to repeat it again. And I'm like, what in the fuck does that mean? If I let you give me a ride home, which would be a service to me, you would give me some head. And I know there's going to be some motherfuckers in the comments are like, well, what'd you say? Well, what the fuck do you think I said? I sure shit didn't say yes. I said no. It was a resounding no from all parties with no hesitation. In the moment it threw me off, I was like, what in the fuck kind of question is that? This dude's got no fucking business at offering that. Let's get this straight. He's no fucking Sean Connery, Matthew McConaughey. He's packing some serious poundage. He's not a looker. Especially to a straight man, this man was nothing special. So I don't know who the fuck he thought he was. And then he's got the gall to like get offended. Like I said no, and he's like he expected that rejection was not an option. He was like, what? No one's ever rejected me for. He looks like the most rejectable person on the fucking planet. Man, the weirdest fucking things happen in the city.